Hi, this is Kent Dunn. How are you? Um, I'm here today with Dr. Stephen Gant, who is on the medical board of Zalise, and we want to bring you an update on what's going on with Zalise. Okay, Zalise has the liquid vitamins. They have the water. All these are all water based. They have the water based CBD, CBG, that I am just ecstatic over. I love them. I absolutely love it all. I'm telling you this, and I want you all to listen to Dr. Gant on this, and we're bringing you an update, and I want you all to listen. And if you would, for those of you that are interested, I want you to take down. I want you to get a piece of paper right now. Stop this video. I want you to get a piece of paper. I want you to take down any kind of notes, okay? And if you have any questions, okay, I want you to send them to Kent Dunn, KentDunn 2516 at gmail.com. Have your questions and include your name and your phone number so I can turn you over to Dr. Gant and he can answer any questions for you. Okay? This is very important. I appreciate all the humanitarians out there that are becoming involved with this. I love every one of y'all so much, because not only are you helping yourself, but you're helping your family. Okay. So instead of me sitting here jabbering and everything, I'm going to turn this over to Dr. Steve. Doc, good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning, Kent. How are you?
Just fine, sir. How are you?
Good. We've done a couple of interviews. We did the original interview on the CBD oils and the mimetics and all those things. And then we followed up with the brand new listing of all the vitamins, the minerals, liquids, supplements, minerals, vitamins, and stuff. And you've had so many people reach out to me, and I felt like there's a big concern, the fact that Zalise is a networking business. Mm-hmm. So I really wanted to touch on that and explain to you or your followers exactly what's going on with Zalise and how it works and why, because I don't want them to get the wrong impression. But this is just a wonderful, wonderful company. And, I mentioned early on that for the last 20 years, I go to my physician who's a holistic internal medicine doctor, and I get these IV infusions. And for 5 years before Zalise, he was telling us to go out and buy CBD oil. And we were doing it. We were experimenting with all kinds. And what we didn't realize, we were buying an oil-based product that was only absorbed at 3 to 8%. And I had a patient come into my office, and the first thing out of her mouth says, "Hey, I'm involved in a new networking business. I'd like for you to get involved." I have done 4 or 5 networking businesses in the past. And believe me, I love networking. If you can get in the right one, there's a chance to make a little extra income. But what we don't realize is we're always joining these network businesses at the plateau stage where all the money's been made. And the people that joined at ground level are the ones that are making money off of us. And I explained to her, I've tried this and I really am not interested in the networking business. And she said, "Well, I understand. I realize your situation," but she said, "Our product is a CBD oil, our main product, and it's a water-soluble product, and it's absorbed at 84 to 94%. And she said, this compares to the oil based on the market that you're buying that absorbed 3 to 8%. And boy, it just hit me. It hit me because the old adage that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Well, I've been hearing and trying these CBD oils, and when she said that, I got excited. Now, she explained to me that I didn't have to do anything. She'd do everything for me. And what you need to realize is that only goes so far in network marketing, because you really have to do some things yourself, bringing friends and family in. But it's a difficult business. But my concern and what I saw early on was we're just really reaching out to people, and we're just explaining that, hey, if you're looking to get healthier, if you're looking for a little extra income, then at least look at Zalise and take a look at it, because I've never seen anything with products this good in the last 40 years of dentistry or medicine. It's overwhelming what we're seeing. And the business of Zalise is an altar company. It was founded about 5 years ago out of Texas with Stephen and Angie Thompson. This gentleman and his wife, they've been involved in network marketing for over 22 years. And the leadership quality of this individual is extraordinary. I love him. But the thing that I really liked early on was not just that the products were working so well, but his humanitarian aspect and the way he approached things. And yes, and when he first started out, he got the idea when they were over in Haiti with his other business, and all these poor children were malnourished and just really in bad state. And so when he started Zalise, every purchase, they put a percentage back, and they had these nutritional packets, and they started, sending them back to Haiti to help these children. And another humanitarian thing they did was out of California, you have the Vitamin Angels. And these are a group of people that provide vitamins, prenatal vitamins for ladies that are pregnant, can't afford them, and to keep their babies healthy before they're born. And then another aspect was he reached out to all of our military people that were coming back from all these conflicts with all kinds of problems. And he was making these products available at a very cheap price for them. And, I've been listening to you for over a year or so, and the humanitarian aspect, and I thought, wow, I'm going to reach out to you because I'm so impressed with what Stephen Thompson is doing that I wanted to share the products with you. And I want you to know that in 1913, Big Pharma, and you can go online and look at this, but Big Pharma was touting CBD oil. And they were saying that it was the greatest thing and helping in almost anything and everything. And the basis there is it was doing such a wonderful job. And I think it's such a great job that in 1937, the government outlawed it. And in 1992, they started bringing it back, and Zalise got involved in their program 5 years ago, but they brought the oil out 3 years ago. But how many people do we know the struggles with pain, with anxiety, with sleep, stress, weight? I mean, these are all issues that 99% of the population have. And Big Pharma was touting CBD oil back in 1913 as very helpful for these types of things. And what I've seen with CBD oil is it helps everybody in some way, but the CBD oil and the endocannabinoid system, which I'll get into in a minute, but it's like your own fingerprint. Everybody's endocannabinoid system is different. And so when you take these oils, they affect you in a different way at different times. And that's what's significant is we see with prolonged use, it's going to bring your body back to a homeostasis or a normal state, hopefully. But when we look at these oils, we are just reaching out to people and saying, look at this, because we think there's an opportunity to maybe enhance your health. And again, there's a little opportunity for a chance to make a little money. And yes, it's a networking business. And I'm not going to tell you that networking isn't hard. It's time consuming, but look at the way people are today. I mean, we're at home, we're frustrated, we're stressed. And what better opportunity to do an online business or something to just reach out to family and friends. And we've realized that early on the CBD oil was so good, but not only was it good, we saw such great things, testimonials, which I can't really go on a social media and talk about. And you can private message me and I will do it, because Zalease has been relegated to a supplement, because big pharma is the only thing that can really cure disease and stuff. And so we don't want to make claims that we can't back up, and because everybody's different. Okay. But the endocannabinoid systems in our body, you have the cannabis plant, and the cannabis plant is made up of two parts. One is hemp and one is marijuana. Marijuana makes you high. Hemp makes you healthy. And the one thing about Zalease is we call our CBD oil a full spectrum hemp oil. And the reason is because we utilize the entire hemp plant, which gives us over 400 compounds that really, work to help us. And when I talk about the different compounds in the cannabis plant itself, we've identified over 115 cannabinoids. And of the cannabinoids, the two main ones that we are working with are CBD, which is cannabidiol, and CBG, cannabigerol. And the CBD was the first product that came out. And the thing that excited me the most was the fact that it was absorbed at 84 to 94%. And like everything else, it's not what we take, it's what our bodies can absorb that helps us. And when we're looking at this cannabis plant, the very first cannabinoid or isolate that is formed in the cannabis plant is CBG. But everything stems from CBG. So the CBD oil that we have has very little CBD in it, but Zalease came up with the CBG product, which has 25% more CBG than the CBD product. And then you have terpenes. My gosh, terpenes give the plant its aroma. Terpenes help and have an antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral element. It's got flavonoids. Flavonoids are wonderful antioxidants, high in the B complex vitamins. And then you've got the omegas, you've got vitamins and minerals. And this is where your entire 400 compounds come from this one plant. And that's how good this thing is. Right. And that's one of the reasons we were able to take this into Europe, because in Europe, we were utilizing the full spectrum hemp oil and not just a CBG oil. And most of the oil-based products you see on the market that are oil-based have 1 to 3 cannabinoids, 1 to 3 isolates. So when we're dealing with the full spectrum plant, that's phenomenal. So anyway, what these products do with the endocannabinoid system, it's like the endocannabinoid system, our bodies produce these cannabinoids. But when we're deficient, we're sick. And we've got receptors in our body, like the brain and the spinal cord are full of CB1 receptors. And the rest of the body, the nervous system, the immune system, all that, the rest of the body makeup is the CB2 receptors. And what we see is the CB1 receptors are hardwired for the CBD, and the rest of them are hardwired for the CBG. And when you use the two in tandem, we see some pretty nice effects on the body. And since the cannabis is a plant, what we realize is, you've heard the old adage that let plant be your medicine. Right. There are so many wonderful plants out there, but like everything else, we can't get them to a source where they're absorbed in our bodies, where they really help us to the potential we need. And so Zalease came up with their products called mimetics. And these mimetics mimic hemp, but there's no hemp in them. But they've got all these plant-based it's got like a proprietary formula of 6 to 10 different type of plants. And then they've added certain things to them. They've added melatonin, which they call Dream. And you can assume what you want, but what it helps for. They've got the ice, which is good for, like your joints and stuff, but it's got curcumin and turmeric. You've got a thing called Edge, which is a wonderful product for brain fog. People go out and buy these things, Monster and these different things to, energize them. Well, they're not healthy. And so the Edge is full of the B complex vitamins and helps with brain fog. And then the last one we've got is a thing called Burn, which helps with weight loss. And I'm not privy to a lot of different testimonials on the weight loss, but for the few I know, private message me, and I'll tell you some wonderful testimonials. Great stuff. And in the last few months, they've come out with some powders. Now, all of these other oils use the ultracell technology. It's just a patent pending technologies where we're able to make these absorbed at such a high level, being water soluble. And we did an in vivo study at the Mayo Clinic. Now, the Mayo Clinic did not do this study. We did, Zalise. But we took 20 individuals and we gave them a dose of the full spectrum hemp CBD oil. And we started drawing blood at 15 minutes up to an hour. And then we did that for a 12-hour period. And what we found, or what we saw, was this had rapid intake and uptake into the bloodstream, which is very important.
So in other words, it absorbs right into the bloodstream. It doesn't bypass the bloodstream like an oil-based CBD does. It has to go to the liver first, and then, then it has to be redistributed. So this is absorbed right into the
bloodstream. This technology was Zalise with the ultracell technology. It's patent pending, but what we saw was it rose to levels of 84 to 94% absorption. And we ran the test for a 12-hour period. And about the 9-10-hour period, we saw dips in the graft where we thought, well, maybe it was dipping down into the liver, but it spiked right back into the bloodstream. So we knew that we probably weren't seeing problems with binding into the liver and stuff, but we were seeing the results that it was absorbed into the bloodstream. And that's why we feel like it's so effective. And so with a 12-hour test, that's why we say it's a 12-hour bioavailability, and we turn around and recommend the 2 doses per day. And the nice thing about Zalise is we're very transparent. We're part of the Hemp Authority. Right on the bottle, you've got a URL code that you can scan. It'll tell you everything that's in that bottle. And we like to say that it's organically grown. I'm not so sure that with time, most of the hemp products you're going to see are going to be really organic, because the hemp is like a sponge. When it is grown in the ground, it just absorbs all the crap that's in there. And I think we get like 3 crops a year, so it's revitalizing the earth. And so that's what is, I think, so wonderful about the hemp product. And I can honestly say that we're seeing things that make us think that the hemp is going to be the number one crop in a 5 to 10 year period, and out producing tobacco and corn because of the utilization of it for so many things. Mm-hmm. But, when we look at the challenges today, let me back up. In Zalise's wisdom, they just introduced these vitamins and minerals. And I'm telling you, this is the most wonderful thing. We've got vitamin C. Now, I go to my doctor and I do these IV infusions. And the IV infusions he uses are, he puts all these minerals and vitamins in. He's got one he does for an immune response. and he's got one for chelation, which takes all the heavy metals and stuff out of your body. And he's got another one for hydrogen peroxide, which oxygenates you at a cellular level. But I've been doing this for 20 years, and they put high doses of vitamin C in mine. They put magnesium. They put a thing called glucosamine. There's just so many things, and I get such a high absorption from these products in an IV solution that it's just a wonderful way to do it, and it's one of the best ways to absorb. And then Zalise brings out these liquid vitamins and supplements, and they give us a product that is absorbed at 84 to 94% using this ultra technique, which gets into the bloodstream quick. So, and you know, the limit on these products is never ending. It's just they keep talking every month on new products, and everything we do in Zalise is going to be associated with the endocannabinoid system. Zalise does not want to be known as a CBD oil company, period.
Right.
And when you look at the challenges everybody faces today, I mean, look at the way finances. I mean, guys, we're working 2 and 3 jobs to make ends meet. People are not able to retire like they were experiencing before. You know, you work hard to earn a living to save for retirement, and then you spend all your retirement money trying to stay healthy. And then, I mean, healthcare is a big expense as we get older.
Oh, yeah.
And then we lose a lot of time freedom because we're having to work more. And so one thing about network marketing, if you can find the right opportunity, it frees up that time, and it gives you a time to live your life a little better. And I will tell you this, in the 4 or 5 networking businesses I've been involved in, I worked pretty hard at them. I never made any money, but the products were always exciting to me. I always loved them. And a couple of them I still take today, but they're being replaced by the products from Zalise. And which is amazing because I jumped into these businesses because of the products, and now I've got a company that's given me so many things rolled into one and given me the opportunity to actually transfer buying. You know, I'm taking the Zalise business and buying things I'd normally buy, and then I'm making a little bit of a percentage on that because it's network marketing. And the thing you need to realize is when we talk about humanitarian, not only is the fact that we're giving things back to people that are in need, but I love your vision of the way you'd like to do Zalise. I know we talked once before about when we were talking about the liquid supplements. This is a business. So when people are doing the business, it's a strict rule that we sell these products for a certain fee, because we don't want somebody else undercutting it, because people are out there working to make a living with this product. But I love the idea that, you know, when the RV hits and when we're able to help people, we're going to actually literally bring them into the business and build that business and give them the opportunity to enhance their health, and they might be able to make a little extra income at the same time. And it's really simple. You know, this is a binary system, and I will let me get a cup of coffee here real quick.
Sure.
Some of the multi-level marketing businesses I've been in were, like I said, we got in late, and you're getting in where there's no money to be made. But, you know, you had to sign up 10 or 12 people, and each of those people had to sign up a group, and it was dog eat dog. And it was frustrating. It was just frustrating. It was hard work, and people didn't get excited about it. And then I got involved with one that was a binary, like Zalise. And the binary is where you have like me at the top, and I sign up 2 people. Say I sign up you, I sign up somebody like Izzy, or somebody that's just in both legs. Well, and then you introduce that to 2 people, and we sign them up. The whole idea is we share the product. We hopefully see something positive from it. And when we see something positive, they sign up to buy wholesale versus retail. And the idea there is, as you build these binary, you just keep putting people underneath you, and then everybody is on a monthly auto ship, which you're going to use the products anyway, but you get a percentage of that. So that's the network aspect of it. And we're not working against each other. Everybody's working in tandem and building and underneath each other. Now, I was in one other company that was a binary, but you know what? We didn't know what the binary was. Nobody showed us how to work it. And we were just as frustrated as the other multi-levels because we were screwing it up from the very beginning and not knowing how to approach it. Yeah. And so one thing about Zalise, when we talk about the humanitarian, once you sign up 3 or 4 people, one of the first things that you get is a bonus of like $100 a month, and you have to give it away. Right. You have to give it away.
Right.
With my rank, we get about $400 a month towards that bonus. And my wife and I, we give that to like ARF, and I give it to a doctor that treats a lot of cancer patients. And because a lot of these people are spending a lot of money and it runs out fast. And so, we try to help in those kind of ways.
Sure.
But the other thing about Zalise that just is exciting to me, besides the bonus you give away, is the other benefits we get. Like, for instance, this doesn't mean anything to people, but when you get to be your first rank of area, you are eligible for a Jeep. Now, when I got to that area, as long as I maintained that level of product every month with my downline, I got to keep that Jeep. Well, it's not like they're going to buy the Jeep. They're going to give you $400 a month towards the payment of that Jeep. Right. And if you don't want to go buy a Jeep, that's fine. They'll give you $200 cash. And at my rank now, we get $700 a month towards a Jeep that's paid for. And that's kind of sweet just to have that coming in. And you know what? I didn't even want a Jeep, but I got so caught up in the business, I traded my car in for it. And I love it. It's really been nice because we live on a place that with dogs and stuff and carrying things around. It's been good. It's been good. Sure. When you get to the next rank called regional, my gosh, we get major medical. And again, at my rank, I get, I think, $650 to $700 a month on towards major medical. Right. Do you realize most people will stay in a job? They'll hate their job. They'll hate the people they work with, but they'll stay in it because they get benefits. And this is the first networking company I've ever seen that gives benefits like this. So to me, that's a big plus. And the CBD market, now this is my own personal thing, but I keep hearing how this CBD industry is so unique and so volatile, the way it's growing, that it could replace big pharma. Well, I don't know, but there's a lot of things about big pharma I don't like. But as a dentist, you know what? There's a lot of drugs I need, and I love big pharma for certain things. But still, I love the fact that we're getting something healthy that's absorbed so well in our bodies, and it's bringing our bodies to a normal state, hopefully. The industry today in CBD, in just the short period of time, it's a $4 billion industry. Can you imagine buying stock in something like Amazon or Apple or Microsoft when it was at ground floor? Not many people had that opportunity. But Zalise is not ground floor. We're in the basement. And that's what people need to realize. This industry is going to grow so fast, and they project a 250 to 500 time growth in the next 10 years. And they're predicting like up to $2 trillion industry. Right. And these are all the major, Forbes, Fortune, Wall Street. These are the literature things that are coming out that are predicting stuff like this.
Right.
One thing about any and every business, whether it's my dental practice, whether it's Zalease, there are always 4 stages of that business. And the stages are the formulation, where I start my practice and I'm working, I'm concentrating on everything to get everything going. And then there's that momentum stage where you start getting so busy that it just takes off. But then it gets to a point where I can't work any harder, and it plateaus. And that's the same way about network marketing. And the thing about Zalease, we are still in that second stage of concentration. We haven't even hit momentum yet. And that's where all the money is made in network marketing. And so that's why when I say we're not ground floor, we're in the basement, that's exactly what I mean. This is an industry that's really going to take off. There's 4 ways to get involved in this. If you don't want to do the business and you just want to buy the products wholesale, you can spend $199 and you can come in and you'll get a couple products to try, but it enables you to buy anything and everything wholesale. You can't buy you can't make any money, but you get the opportunity to buy wholesale. Now, if you're going to do the business, you come in at one of 3 levels, and the lowest is a bronze at $399, which gives you a 10% comp plan. You get 2 or 3 for products to try, a small combination. The silver is a $699, and it gives you a lot more products to be able to utilize. And the $12.99 is gold, which is the highest comp at 20%. And I mean, if you have any interest in doing the business at all, well, you're going to be looking to do gold, because it gives you the opportunity to try the majority of the products. And that's what's important, is the opportunity to have the products and share and get the people excited and involved. Oh. And so, when I'm looking at your humanitarian aspect and the way you want to bring people in and help them get into the business, and I mean, say when the RV kicks in, you're talking about bringing somebody and helping them sign up as a silver or gold. I really think that's nice, but people need to have some skin in the game too, because when you've got skin in the game and you've got a little bit invested yourself, you're going to have a little bit more excitement, and I think that's a big deal. And when I look ahead, Warren Buffett, he made a great comment. And I got this. He said that if you don't find a way to make money while you're sleeping, you'll work till you die. And with network money, that's residual income. It comes to me every Friday. It comes to me on the 15th of the next month. But it's just like my electric bill or my car payment or whatever. Every month I've got that bill I have to pay. And every month in Zalease, I get a little money coming back from my efforts in the business. And so my point is, I think this opportunity in Zalease is different than the networking businesses I've seen before. And a lot of people that have reached out to me through you, they aren't excited about the networking again, just like I wasn't. But I was excited about the products. So that's what excited me. And then because of that, I got excited about the business. So as they reach out to you, I will get a presentation to them. I will share that, and they can go online and they can order products through you. They'll buy them retail, but they can go to your website, and which is zalease.com/Kent Dunn. And from that point, you've got an opportunity to try the products. But this aspect of the business is networking. I think the humanitarian aspect, I love your ideas on it. I love the way you've structured it. I love the way we're approaching it, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. You're keeping me busy as can be, but
Right.
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it,
Right.
and I hope to see a lot of reward come your way and my way, and all the people, health and a little income to people. But yeah, it's just I think a wonderful opportunity. And as a dentist, it's good.
There's humanitarians, then there's also humanitarian network marketers. I have met humanitarian network marketers that are in the business to help other people, just like I am. And you've been a big help to me for that. And for that, I want to thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, because I send out things to people. I take out of my own stock and send to them, because, and these are the kind of people that I want on my team,
Sure.
that I want
I see
working with us.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people are waiting on the RV, and I think that's good, because if they jump in, at least they'll be able to help their families and their friends. And they may not want to do the business. That's fine. But you know what? These products are so phenomenal, and they're just getting better all the time. And I know we've got a Fall Fest, which is going to be a Zoom presentation coming up in a couple of weeks. And so all the people that are under you and involved in the business, I'll send a little blurb out to them so that they can get signed up to be able to enjoy that. And because there will be some new products brought up at that time that they may want to get excited about, because I'm excited about them. So
Great. Fantastic. Like I said, anything to help others so they can help others. That is, look, if you take care of other people, you will be taken care of. Believe me. That's the law of the universe, and that's the way it is. You have to care about your brothers and sisters if you're going to be wanted to be taken care of. Okay? And I don't know that I can, I don't know that I can say it any better than that. I mean,
sure.
We have to take care of each other.
Well, I think if people are interested and want to learn more, just get their name and phone number and email to you, and you can get it to me, and I'll share some information. But that's the whole idea of this business. You share the product, you see something positive, and people want to join just to buy wholesale. And right. Whether it's to get healthier or make a little extra income, we don't care. But boy, once you try these products, I think you're gonna want to be able to buy them wholesale, if nothing else.
I can tell you right now, I love my liquid vitamins, and I love my CBD, and I love my CBG. Let me tell you, I absolutely, every day, folks, when I get up of a morning, I make a big cup of coffee. I put my vitamins in. Doc, tell them about I put my vitamin C, 80K, magnesium, glutathione, my B12. And then I also add in like my Immunosist. I take this every day. I take this every day. And I put in my Ultracell CBD. I put it into my coffee. I put my CBG into my coffee. Okay. And, I add, a few other things on top of taking my Corella spirulina every morning, every day. And this is as normal to me now. If I have a regular cup of coffee of a morning that doesn't have that in there, I know something's wrong. Okay. But folks, in your first cup of coffee, You can add this in there. And there's not a problem. You don't have a problem with them clashing with each other. I drink it every morning.
You know, we all go out to the pharmacy, we buy all these vitamins anyway, and as a pill form, they're not absorbed the way we would like.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you've got a water soluble liquid supplement like these vitamins and minerals. This is a game changer in my mind. And my wife and I take everything.
Yeah, I've been begging for liquid vitamins for 30 years, Doc. I've been begging for liquid vitamins for 30 years, you know?
Exactly. And we're just changing the way we buy things. This is, that's all what network marketing is. We're substituting products for things we buy anyway, and then we're getting a little kickback from them versus just buying something and the store gets everything. So that's all network marketing is. And, but like I said, my wife and I try every product or use every product. My children use them. Our grandkids do. And everything that has a brain and spinal cord can benefit from the CBD oil. We give them to our dogs. We give them to the barn cats. It's amazing what we see with these animals. And I can't be positive enough about all this. So
Doc, if we have humanitarians out there that have friends that are into network marketing, what would you say to them to talk to their friends and tell them what we're doing and ask them to give our products a try?
Sure. And I think when people are involved in network marketing, they get a genuine love for their products and for that business. And a lot of network marketings won't let you jump into something else. But when you're not making any money and you're working hard, then the opportunity to look around is good. But what I've seen in my business, the fact that I had 4 or 5 friends early on that we had done network marketing over 30 years, 4 or 5 different things, and none of us made any money, but we knew it was a good deal if you could get the right thing. And the reason I have done pretty good in this is because I brought those network marketers into this business. I was lucky enough to have them come in and see the benefits of this, and they loved it and signed up. You don't have to go crazy, but if nothing else, you've got your family and friends that you need to be looking out for.
Right.
But network marketer that knows the business, even though they might be frustrated, they ought to take a look at this, because this is in the basement. The products are wonderful, and the compensation is the best I've ever seen. And who couldn't stand to be a little healthier and make a little extra income?
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter. An extra $100 a month or an extra $1,000 a month. My gosh, that's a car payment. That's a house payment. So you bet.
Absolutely.
You bet.
All right.
So,
all right, Doc, I want to thank you for coming on this morning. And
you're welcome.
For those
My
of
pleasure.
you that are interested in either buying, retail, or coming in to the business, network marketing, or even coming in as a wholesaler at the beginning, okay, please write me an email, kentdunn2516@gmail.com, and please add your name and your phone number so we can get this over to Dr. Gant and he can answer all of your questions for you. But I can tell you right now, folks, I am elated. When I get up of a morning and I make a pot of coffee, the first thing I do, I head over to my vitamins and I put them straight into my coffee and I mix them right in. And I'll tell you what, Doc, on my first cup, I took all my vitamins of the morning. I love it. I absolutely love it.
That's good. That's good.
So, all right. We just wanted to do an update with you all, and we're going to be doing more updates. Please come along and listen, folks. I love you, and remember, forgive often, but never forget. Okay? I love you. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doc.
Okay, thank you.